But you're using Replit, right? Or what are you using right now? How are you liking Lovable? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I need to do that. We'll have to chat after. A newsletter is something, all creators and artists, like I've never had. And seriously, today I was working with Claude Co-work. I'll show you this other thing I found. It's a whole playlist on how to create your own marketing agency. So you might want to take this and do what I'm going to do, which is what you've already done, one of the parts, which is the newsletter, because I think it's important, even if you feel like, what the hell am I going to say? Well, that newsletter could just summarize that event we did, right? Or that video that you did, and it's keep it simple. And so, no, 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 go ahead. Nice. That's really cool. Now you're blowing me away. See, I love. It's awesome. Wow. No way. That's sick, dude. Ooh. So does it generate the newsletter? Do you have to give it more info? Because a lot of times it has issues. Certain places like Gemini can access YouTube, but some places can't access the actual summary of the video. So for the newsletter, do you have to type in this week's recap, last week's recap? Okay. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I think Decentraland streaming is being weird again. You can watch on Twitter. Looks like it's stuck. Ooh, nice. Very cool. Nice. Yeah. Oh wow, lucky. That's 12 hours. Yeah, but 12 hours of free credits. That's me. I would easily eat all that up and do the same thing. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah, Replit hasn't had any free hours. More like, give me your money. Even though I really like Replit, I'm like, yeah, it's hard because once you get like working on one, it's hard to switch to another one. It's almost like getting to know somebody again. You're like, oh, I have to make another friend. Like I have 5 friends in AI right now. One knows me like this, the other one knows. But everyone's switching from ChatGPT to Claude right now. So like everywhere I go, everyone's like, showing you like the hacks to like get all your stuff over and like. But Lovable, I started with it and then I jumped to Claude and never went back to Lovable, even though I have my site on there. One thing I'm curious about, I haven't checked for myself, I should, is okay, it makes these websites for you, but I'm not paying monthly anymore. Are these sites still up? You know? Like what happens if you stop paying Lovable? Okay. Yes. Okay. So I have to actually tell it, like, whatever, like, put all this there just in case. Yeah, I'm actually like trying to check. This is what happens. Like, I was about to check if my site was still up, and then, like, I got sidetracked. Like, that's what I called my Adventure Saturday, sidetracked. Like, that's my whole life, sidetracked. Like, ooh, like, see, it's still up, and I'm not paying them anything, so I should do the push to GitHub and just have everything there. But then I still have to host it somewhere. Yeah, yeah, I still have to do that for that because I have all the apps, like in Gemini, the same thing. It creates like a lot of these things they're getting you by like, oh, it's technically free, you're still paying, but then you've built so much stuff there, and then the transfer of things between things, or the hosting on GitHub, and then finding a new host. Like it's like they're creating these addicts, but like we still haven't chosen our preferred drug, But they're all trying to like you were saying, ChatGPT. I have noticed that more. Like they've changed it so they're making it more. Hey, what about this? And that's new. That's something new in the next couple of weeks. I've noticed that it's now becoming like giving me other options that are like really cool, and I'm like like you're saying, like it's giving you those hooks that social media does, like to keep you there for hours and hours. But I'd rather be fucking doing that than just scrolling endlessly. I feel like I'm being at least somewhat productive, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm building these things. I'm like, why the hell did I just spend $30 on that? Like, I'm going to use it like once, but it's so much fun. Like, I forget. I'm like, yeah, here, take my money. Take my money. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's not much credits at all. It's really good though. That gives you 5 free. I eat through that up in like 10 minutes. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You did show this one. That's cool. But it's also like, I'm saying at one point, what I just realized watching you, you have to realize like, is this worth my credits? Is this is fun and cool, but like, is this the best use of time? Right? Like I keep asking myself that too. Like, oh yeah, this is really fun. I'll build this, but I'm like, how is like that's why I try to go in. Not that I'm doing a good job at it at all. Like, okay, what do I actually want to do? And I always get sidetracked. But like, is this really going to be used? Like in the way you're building it, do you think it's useful or not? No, no, no. I'm talking this thing right here. No, the website. Yeah, 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 for sure. I'm talking about like this guest graph, and I'm talking about like, yeah, I was talking to this. Okay. Yeah. trying to see if it like, it's so weird. No, no, no. I just was like, it's so weird. For some reason, when I screen share in Discord and share directly Magical Voxel, it flashes like a seizure. But if I share my screen where you can see everything, then like, you know, then it doesn't flicker. But okay, so one of the things I wanted to do was like, okay, you know how a Magical Voxel, like there's all these converters, like you can export OBJs. Like I wanted to be able to like play Magic Voxel and bring it into places, including places like Hyperfy and Decentraland. But I wanted it to be like, hey, I wanted to make a GLB right away because it doesn't give you that option in this like lower corner. So one of the things I coded was this. Like I just drag and drop everything it exports and it converts into a GLB. So, and there was a lot of converters, but none of them were working for me. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna build it, and I did. So I was like, okay. And so now I can just download the GLB, and I have it for Decentraland, I have it for Hyperfire or whatever. So like that's what I was doing while Replit was working on this for me. Hold on a second. This is my Hyperfy dashboard that I built. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to do it to like actually like, build a world for me. And it did. It just I asked Cloud Core, okay, I want to do this. Here's the docs. It says, oh, just give me the GitHub link. So it did all the prompts that I needed. I fed it to Replit and it created 5 worlds. So now I have 5 worlds with a dashboard. And it takes, the only problem it has is it's a little bit slow on loading. And I've been working back and forth to figure out like, but once it's open, it works beautifully. But I have 3 worlds. I can easily create worlds in like 2 seconds now. So, but you can see, look, it's taking forever to load. Yeah, it's just spinning up everything. It spins up a blank Hyperfy world. Yeah. Yeah. So but yeah, I'll show you everything else. Like, see, this is the part that I'm not sure why it takes so long to load, but it does work. So you can see, let's go, here, let me show you this, just to show you the app while that's loading, which I don't know why. Sometimes it loads like instantly and other times it's really slow. And then I was talking about, the servers here and there. And I know I could feed it more money, but I'm like, I'm $70 in. I don't have any more money to give you to figure this out, But exactly. Exactly. And I pay money to develop. I'm paying money. I'm like, I'm supposed to be making money and I'm losing money. Like, but right now, as you can see, for some reason it's really slow. But then like usually okay, but here, let me show you the little dashboard, which is I think pretty cool. So on the dashboard, it has all these worlds, and every one world I wanted to like, hey, I want to be able to like change the passwords, add API key, all this stuff. So I did this little admin in here. So the admin, each world has its own little interface. So here's world 1, and so it tells me the visitors. Here I can connect my API key, so I can prompt in world, and here I can change all the admin settings for all of the worlds. So it's basically like kind of like what HB's doing, but not nearly as good. But I just wanted to have it just to do it because I've been wanting to do that, and I have self-hosted, like set up, and it took freaking forever. This was like much better because Replit does everything for you, But look, I don't know why the hell this is taking forever to load. Come on, load, and I want to show. But then the whole point was like, while it was. No, go ahead. I'm just wondering why the hell it's taking so long. You could have like a bunch of different Hyperfy worlds. Yeah, you can. You can have a bunch of Hyperfy worlds set up for this week. We're going to jump in this world that we built just for this. This week we're gonna. It's just you can have all these playgrounds to play, and you just have all these worlds like that you spun up and like have control over. And it's just like instead of having someone else host it, you just have one central place to host it. But it's acting up. Look. Come on, why are you being so annoying? Maybe I'll try another world. So this is where, like I know with spending some more money, in the casino, AI casino, like it would eventually work better. But like it was working actually way faster than this. This is like I think it's maybe, I don't know why it's being all buggy. Maybe because I have like 50 things going on at the same time. But I just thought it was really cool. All I did was give it the basically worked with Cloud Cowork, fed it, the docs said just give me the GitHub thing, and then it spun out this thing, and then I fed that to Replit, and Replit did it. Okay, now it's loading faster. Come on, just load the world. Just load. But I don't know. Yeah. The massive dopamine hit. It's not like a baby hit, it's like a massive hit, But here it is. Here's my world. There it is. There it is. And this is something I vibe coded too. It's like this cool pyramid that I'm building like a Qbert inspired world. So I wanted to create a pyramid. I just coded, you just step on something and look what it does. Isn't that cool? I just think it's so cool. But yeah, so basically I have 5 new worlds. I can do whatever I want with. And there's my UFO. So this is just a world now that I can do whatever the hell. Just like I should be able to like, hold on. Oh, go ahead, sorry. How did I make what? Oh, I remember how you prompt in world? Yeah, I prompted in world. Like you remember how we had that whole session? Well, that's the cool thing. Now I want to connect it. This is what, I think Roshan was talking about it. He uses Cursor, I use Replit. Now have Replit to just build hypes directly in there and just drag and drop the hypes packages in, you know? So, well, it gives you flexibility because you can have the whip parcel that you keep kind of like, like maybe not full of a million things, so then it runs better. And optimization is like so, like such an issue. But look at this UFO. I like this UFO. This is another one I prompted. But then, yeah. So I just like having worlds. Create new worlds instantly if I want. But it runs really well. Once you're in it, it runs great. It's just like I don't know why the loading, and but yeah, for the whip, you could have like this is where you could build those custom worlds for people, and be like, hey, and then you can download it and give them the, how you can download in Hyperpost, you can download the whole world and they can set up their own, or like a value add thing for your guests. Like we're gonna build this whole experience. We'll have it up for 2 months. You know. See, like right here. Look, this is all I did. This is obviously the script. Look, create isometric pyramid made of stacked cubes, arranged in geometric grid, each one displaying animated colors. And what I do, like, I always like I have an idea and I go to ChatGPT and I say streamline it, because if you make it too complicated, this one's really long. I don't know why I thought I streamlined it, but ideally you want it streamlined. This is not a good example of that. But the more streamlined, the better it is, because I'm vibe coding a whole arcade, like an 80s arcade world. So that'll be a fun one to show at a whip sometime once I get it finished. But yeah, I just started here. Let me see if I can. But well, yeah. Yeah, no, it's been, um, yeah, it's really cool. Like they just had a Replit hackathon, and the winners were announced, and they were really cool. And the winner, she created this like super cool app that just blew my mind in regards to like what's really possible, like how you can use, like it basically she made like Pokemon Go style ghost hunting game with Replit, like interact, really fucking cool. And like imagine that you can do a a Pokemon Go with characters search like app instantly. You know, the only pain in the butt is publishing on the App Store, and that costs $100 just to like be able to just I think it's like I don't know if it's a yearly fee, whatever, but like the whole process, even all the builders were like that was the most pain in the ass. It wasn't Replit, it was the app like submitting process with Apple was a nightmare. But like other than that, like how to think. I mean, basically all of this is making me want to get better at understanding code, understanding API, like understanding everything in the back end way more, so I can build cooler things that I will use. I mean, right now it's for me, but like maybe other people one day can use it. But like you're saying, like how do we survive? It always comes back. Like I keep spending money. I can't survive if I spend all my money. Which it's like that. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Yeah, you see, look at my little. This is my beginning of my arcade, and here's my little arcade, like weird things in the air. No, it still needs a lot of work, but like it's just fun to have like a goal in mind, right? Here's some of my arcade things, and I think Voxvinian did a really cool one at one point, a really cool arcade. But like, things to that I think are fun, and like I just want to create more videos online and just share this stuff because I just think it's freaking awesome and like way addictive and fun and easy to use, But like, yeah, and this is just the super rough. And here's another, like, this was another pyramid it did. Hold on, where is it? Sorry, like, I'm just like being all over the place. Where'd the pyramid go? Hey, did this one do the thing I wanted? Oh, this one just changes color by itself. See, this pyramid changes color. You don't have to step on it, but isn't that cool? Yeah, but anyway, okay. So I'm easily entertained too. I think that helps. Like I could jump on this pyramid for like 10 minutes and be like, oh, that's so cool. And like, right? But I think like one thing I meant to mention when you were doing your cool, connecting of network, I think, I don't think for me, I can justify playing and spending money because I think every time you play, you get more ideas for something that could be really useful. So it's really hard for me to be like, well, I don't know if I find this useful, but so I only ask that to kind of be like, playing devil's advocate, like, well, in a sense, like, I think it all helps currently because, but there is a limit. I was like, I had to stop at $70. I'm like, I don't have the extra cash this month to give it 500 extra dollars, and I'm not going to pay $100 a month for this to have all the extra credits. It's still not. I don't use it that much, but I want to. But it's like I think over time it's just going to get cheaper and cheaper, and like it's all people like builders like us who have all these fun ideas. This is like back to what the ETH Denver the guy said. Don't fucking wait for the money bags guy. Go do it yourself. He's all that's it. Just like he's like the main Ethereum Foundation guy. Like go fucking just build it. I mean, look at this. Even though this is really silly, I have a bunch of funny little cows and UFO chasing the cows to go abduct them, and like But yeah. Well, that's what I played this weekend. Oh, yeah, I can download that. And that's the best part, right? What were you saying? No, no, go ahead. Good. Sorry. What were you gonna say? Okay, okay, let's download it. Here, I'll give it to you right now. So that's the best part about. There it is. Yeah. I know. I know. Yep. Yeah. No, totally. I just like I just like using like free things that you can build things and bring them to different metaverses or different game engines, like and creating like a little converter made me really happy, like I showed earlier, and like how to make things that aren't like gonna scam you whenever you use any of these tools, right? But yeah, God, I really love Magical Voxel. I don't know, I never. No, these are just it comes with these. Like these are like the free ones. Like it's just like, but you can build whatever you want in there. Yeah, see, all of these are like oh, I'm sure we could figure that out. Like the thing is now, if you have like a thought, like, can I connect this with this? Well, see, try, right? Yeah, like, and then my whole goal is like, okay, let's see if I bring this into Decentraland, what happens? If I bring this into Hyperfi, what happens? Like how can I build things in one place and use them across multiple places? And I just want to have like, I still like to build. It's fun to use AI tools to build models, but it's a lot of fun. Like it's like I still like to draw. It's fun that AI can do anything, but I still want to draw. And like the practice of drawing is still fun for me. So like the same idea with building. It's like, yeah, I could have it build everything, but in terms of like optimization, blah blah blah, and like it's still yeah. But I just was having a lot of fun building that, and I'm just excited that I could easily do the whole. The next thing I want to do is just connect it so it can just start popping out whatever hype. So basically the slash create, but like more like control and playing with Replit and then just dragging that in. So like, I mean, it's basically like once you get, yeah, yeah. So that's I don't know. Like I still want to like my goal right now is just to build out this fun, crazy arcade from like my memories of arcades as a kid, and like what my favorite parts were, and like thinking about like it's just like make a fun world based on like things like inspired by these things, and then you can use that for like educational, like how I can teach building fun things, and that's one of the fun things that came to mind. It's like, hey, if I'm going to do educational videos, I want to be building. Yeah, I did one where it's more standards aligned, education based, and that's a lot of fun. But also, it's fun to show. Like I come from the arts background. Like I want to build fun, cool shit that I remember as a kid too. So like, what do I remember as a kid? Playing video games, like, and So let's create a world and like learn how to like use Replit and do this and like push it and like, and that's what initially started the thing. Then I'm like, might as well build myself 5 worlds. What if I want 5 worlds? How can I do that? And like I've already self-hosted, but I want somewhere that has a dashboard that I could do this and this. Like, imagining different scenarios and just like having fun. And then yeah, right now it's just like it's just setting that limit of like, okay, I can only spend an extra $20 this month on it because it's, and that's where like even the in the hackathon for Replit, the main guy, he's really great. They have a really great community there. You would like it. You might want to just join their Discord and just like they just opened their Discord to people who part of the build-a-thon, and like it has like that early Web3 energy. Like people aren't yet like scamming each other. Yeah, it's just like good people, just people building and having fun. Like it doesn't have like, hey, I'm going to scam you. But there are Web3 people in there building things, so I'm always cautious of that. What am I don't want to connect anything to their fucking fraud. We're too. I've been too burned, right? But in regards to like the people leading it, they're really cool. Like community people like leading the hackathon and the build-a-thon. There was a point to what I was saying, but yeah, in terms of like getting ideas, like they had a bunch of build sessions, and just like they would walk through, people's builds, and like I got so many ideas from that too, right? It's just like the best way to learn, like you're saying, hanging out with Snacks. So what did you learn from him that really stood out? You're saying his setup and what he's doing. Like, what was your like key takeaway? Oh, I'm not. Okay, that's something we both can learn. Well, I don't know if you are secretly organized, but okay. What does he use for organizing? Okay. Okay. That's so cool. So he's like the founder of Pizza Down, or no? Oh, I didn't realize he was the total. That is so cool because I met people who are like delegates, so like in Eat Denver. I didn't realize he's the founder. That is very cool. That is massive. So, and they live. So where did they get the initial money to be able to do that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh no, hello. I was I was trying to like I'm trying to open up like Decentraland and like it's been giving me trouble, so that's where I'm sorry about that. Okay, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay, there we're back. Sorry about that. This is all my bad. I clicked on the wrong button. But that's so keep going. No, that's really cool. What you were talking about, like the fundraising part and the showing the metrics, right? For fundraising and returns, you mean like mainly for sponsorships, or how is the fundraising done with him? Yeah, yeah, that's a huge thing. Yeah, yeah, it's huge. Yeah, no, that's awesome. And like, yeah, how do and I mean you already do Rizzle Fest and like, um, yeah, so it's kind of like how do you integrate? It's like you're building all the pieces that are gonna come together eventually and like connect and hopefully start driving. You know, I know there's all these like, have you seen all those initiatives online? Like certain, people in Web3 are spending like 100,000, 200,000 money on supporting Web3 artists, and it's like, how come they're not thinking about communities like this one? I'm always like, why isn't the whip ever like one of these anonymous like people donate that they because you guys help all these others, but yeah, we always talk about this all the time, like fundraising and how do you get funds to continue to do cool shit without begging and like, and then that's back to the idea of how do we create our own little engines that can generate that money for us without needing the sponsorships or you're right. So yep, so that's no, definitely. So I'm just having fun here trying on a bunch of stuff. It's a fancy dress. um, So we have next week we'll probably be building and doing stuff like this again, and then we have Untitled XYZ and then Augie to wrap up the month, which should be a lot of fun. So I'm excited for that, and um, yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, go work some Web2 work, and then probably go walk my dog, who just every day just. I don't know if your dog does this, but she just looks at me and starts making funny noises like I'm going nuts if I don't go outside. Yeah, yeah, no, that's totally true. But yeah, we'll see. Next week, I'm sure the tools will be like, dude, I spent $100. Screw it. I forgot. Like, it's so bad. It's like, no, but it's a good bad. So I just want to like, yeah, I want to get better at the pre-planning, saving money, like actually thinking about it before I go into AI. Like, hey, help me do something. It's like so broad that then I spend $20 just like having it, tell me I'm awesome. It's like, and it's like, no, fuck telling me I'm awesome. Tell me how to build something awesome is way too general still. So like having actual conversations with my own brain without AI, I think is important. The preemptive AI strike, and yeah. So, but hopefully, yeah, hopefully people enjoyed today's, typical ramble, and I'm stoked for what you're building. That newsletter edition is awesome. That's like, I think that's gonna be great for the eventual fundraising component. So yeah, very cool. And who's this Thursday, or is there no whip this Thursday? Oh, awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. Koan is awesome. That's gonna be a good one. Cool. Well, no, thanks. Now you're helping me. I'm like, ooh, I like that. Now I have to. It's usually like I teach people and they get better at me really fast. I'm like, okay, now you teach me. That's the fun part when you teach somebody because then you get to learn from them, and then we all you know get to build cool shit. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and yeah, definitely next week will probably be more crazy, overview of what we've built and all of it's. I think if you're a builder or creator in Decentraland, I think a lot of what we're talking about can be beneficial to, whatever you're trying to build as well. Knowing these tools is really important right now. At least it's a lot of fun. Everyone says, "Oh, you must learn it for." Whenever I go on LinkedIn, that's when I get depressed. I have to do it for other work, and I'm like, I'm sick of like the LinkedIn, approach. I can't wait for the let's just go build and have fun. But anyhow, no, I'm just rambling. But cool. Well, thanks everyone. Anything else you want to add, or just close it out? Okay, awesome. Have a good one. Bye.